That is, where are the birds? Some good tiger. And I'm collecting my breath right here. Give me a second. There was a cat fight just now. So I had to run outside and do some cat separation, mediating the fight. There was one of my cats there. That's why. It's good. It's good. Everything's good. But I wasn't planning to do that during the BRB. Alright. So yeah, I like that band. I like the first album. No, I don't have a life. I just say that like that. Yo, Solera. Midyar, aka TR Lisawa, yes. Throw some water. No, just throwing myself in the middle of the fight, basically. Good thing is there were on like among the stairs, downstairs, kinda. When they are on like the roof, it's complicated. That's more difficult. Then you need to enter to mediate with like slingshots or something. I never shoot the cats, by the way. I just shoot close to the cats to make a noise, and then they get scared and stop fighting most of the time. Okay. I love my titles today. They're so good. No. Maybe to a dog. I might do that to a dog. If it's a big dog. And it's willing to hit me. Or attack me, rather. But a cat, it feels wrong to me. It's too small. And besides, it's probably gonna dodge it. They move too fast. Thank you for the host. How are you doing, Solar? Japanese. Is this better on Japanese or on US? I almost feel like it does matter. I'm probably not doing scroll trick. I'm doing it on US. Probably easier.
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting.
You've had better days? Yeah. I feel you.
Nintendo.
Me, I don't know what I'm doing.
You too.
I'm doing anything I can to don't practice any percent and to don't do anything useful with my life. Alright, so don't carry. I'm just gonna play and like talk a little bit about it, I guess. And like my concerns and my ideas about this thing that I call glitchless, or that I want to call glitchless. And I'm probably gonna open a spreadsheet, I guess. Good old US version. So the first one that needs discussion, although it's easy to get out of the run, like it doesn't change pretty much anything except your muscle memory, it's punching doors. That thing. Which makes Alex do this thing right here. And it's barely just like a tiny thing. Now the thing about it, like some of it feels unintended, of course. Again, it doesn't change a whole lot, but one of the questions about it, allowing it or not, is it's about like, then what are you allowed? Because you can also press you can press lock when you open doors, of course, and that also has like a tiny bit of optimization to it, and that also kind of enters into speed storage part, because you're locking to stop in place immediately, which is the same property you use for speed storage. Now, I am willing to allow speed storage just because of how hard it is to control it. Like, because punching doors, you can, as far as it might be, you can like try to forget about it, and then you get the turnarounds. But speed storage is hard to get rid of, and also like hard to tell if someone is speed storaging or not.
To think that once I could not see beyond.
But it's some weird cases for sure. It's almost preference, I feel. Might leave it outside for the time being. Yeah, because the big glitches, those are easy to rule out. Okay, so here's one. This is definitely intended. Like, this was programmed into the game. The developers thought about it. Like, what if there's someone in the path of the camera? Okay? So then you cannot... the camera will go through the character. And that sucks, so we're just going to snap into the item. That definitely feels intended to me. And then there's the Celta one, which if you allow speed storage and punching doors, you can do this, which is the fastest strat. Very reliable, very cool. Now, without punching doors, you can still get it with storage. And without storage, like, again, it's like almost impossible. Okay, I got it. But like, it's not almost impossible to get it. What I mean is almost impossible to tell if someone did storage there. Like, stop in place with R. There's literally no way to tell, I think. Because you can also do like a perfect stop on the stick, I think. And it'll be indistinguishable. Something. Give me a second here. So yeah, in terms of simplicity, I think storage, it's fine, and you can still do this. It's just harder. There you go. And yeah, really my only argument towards or against punching doors would be something in the lines of keep this as similar as possible to the old runs. Although the argument is gonna be destroyed later. You'll see. So it's complicated. And what's going to destroy the argument is explosion and like sanity manipulation, really. Which I don't think I can get rid of that on a glitchless run because of how weird it would make the ruling. Like I don't even know how to do a rule set about that. One more second. All right. Wait. This one. Oh. Look, you're always looking towards, and there's like no animation here. Yo, that's interesting. The more you know. Is there even a door here? Hang on. Because this is like, this could be an argument for punching doors. I don't know. Where's Free Luke? There is a door. It's very far away though. I'm definitely not opening that door. This is gonna be extra funny if I put the collision. There you go. Can I be there? That's... Nope. Yeah, it just ends there. Cool. What room is this? This is like is this room? The fighting tutorial. How you doing, sir? But yeah, the door is surprisingly far away. And apparently this door... So I'm doing this because this door doesn't have an animation from this side. Only from this side, so even if you don't do attack, like punching doors, you're always looking to the front. And the door is like super far away. And yeah, so I feel like this... I don't know if this should be allowed. Like, I'm alright not doing it. It's just one instance of it, really. I mean, no, there's a couple more, I think, but this is like the useful one, I guess. There's some other similar ones. This is like a similar territory to punching doors. It barely changes anything again. Maybe I should get this. Hang on. Do I have this? Here? I want to get my spreadsheet. Thank you everyone for their contributions. Your contributions. Alt. There you go. So where is this thing? Blah. Okay, you can kind of see that one. Can definitely see that one. I've been documenting all the scripts in the game. Yo, nice. You got into Australia. Nice stuff. That's how you got the blowgun stuff. Like, I guess you put a script, a reloading script there. Yeah, I was going to ask if you could do something similar with chakrams, but yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's like the... Yeah. Take your time. That has been like the biggest breakthrough you've been doing on the last time. Looking at scripts. That region of the memory you were talking about. Because yeah, that's basically functions. So if you know how those work, that's always big. Alright, so this is like Glitchless. Everything isn't allowed. Except, not really, but the points that can be discussed, like punching doors. I know how this qualifies. It's like pious button. It's like interrupt something. And then there's the ones that I was thinking, like, I think there's no really a way to not allow speed storage because of how hard it is to tell whether someone is speed storaging at all times. Like, some of them are evident, of course. No, Vegas, I didn't open you, I promise. Close, please. Fuck. Okay. And then there's this one. I think this one is a weird one because this is also like probably programmed, you know, to don't break anything. Because it's any animation technically. not just this animation. Like if you get hit into it, you also get the cancel. It's open for discussion, I guess. You wouldn't call it a glitch? It does feel a little bit on the punching door realm for me. Like it, I guess it depends whether punching doors is or not. But it feels less than Pious Button, I think. Like maybe I should do a tier or something like that. Like a tier of tricks.
Nor am I.
And start evaluating the most complicated to the least complicated, maybe. Something like that. Guess I can already put some tiers here. Put one to this. 1 star. How do I do this? This one has 2 stars, I think. 1 star is like probably gonna be in. 2 stars, I don't know. And then we have cutscene merge here. I think it's safe to say that no. But there's another thing we have here, which is as a cancel. I am of the opinion of leaving as a cancel, like that feels intended for me. A little bit. Or I don't know if it is intended, but I feel like not leaving as a cancel, it's like pain. Because then you need to like hold. It's like harder to don't do as a cancel when you know how to do it. No, it's definitely not a glitch. Now, animation cancel. That one, I'm inclined to think of not allowing that. You know, the one where you change the equipment. I don't need this line, honestly. So yeah, I'm just straight allowing this. It's also like the game turns so fucking boring without it. And is there anything else on Elia? Because the rest of Elia is like just stamina management. There's invisible area here. But that... Well, let's say summon US, I think. Like a second, maybe. Almost sure there's nothing else. Like maybe if you get trapped by zombies, you have the possibility of doing a cinematic unload. Oh. In Elia, there's a weird flag. Gets set by a script that starts the first time you reach the bottom of the stairs. The lever slot. I don't know what it does. I have no idea. Oh, you are seeing the flags. Door cutscene related. Yeah, this one also gets... This gets active when you do something with the door. But I guess it changes there too. Can get set way before the cutscene. Okay. Yeah, I never pay attention to it. Because I was looking... When I documented, I probably was looking at the door instead. So I guess it gets unset on the door cutscene. So maybe it's related to the door in a way, you know? Because I don't remember when I was activating that. That was long ago. Oh yeah, less important. Or cutscene related 4 instead of 5. Oh, I guess maybe I got it wrong. What do I have this for right here? There's a chance I'm confusing them. And an optimal route, the script advances inside the lever cutscene in a casual playthrough. Yeah, no idea. Something related to explosion. I mean, do you got a sanity effect? I don't even know if you can get explosion here. With the with the talisman, bracelet, whatever. Necklace, rather. None of the above. What's the flag? What am I looking at? A different flag here. 98, okay. I didn't save it? Or did I save it somewhere else? I don't have it at DME for some reason. I think you could, but maybe that's what enables it. I mean, first of all, there is a flag for explosion. The first thing you can check is whether you can explode or not on Elia by setting the flag. Something. What am I looking at? Number bit 5. Yeah, there is. It gets set with the door. So it's something related to this, I think. My guess. And you were saying it was active before. I'm gonna explosion after skipping Elia. Yeah, of course. I mean, it depends how you mean skipping Elia. Because yeah, I get explosion on CS, but I use CS to skip Elia. It's not like not reading Elia. But yeah, the bit for explosion, it's like let's not show this. What is it? Here. Where? There you go. It's this one. I guess I have it here too. Bit 3. Start advancing when you touch the flat ground at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. Okay, so you mean that so the script sets that flag, and how do you know that? Like, does the script show the How does the script relate to the flag? Okay. And what about the second time the flag gets set? Hang on, I'm just getting a save state after earlier. I mean, I've only seen that flag on the door because I'm like the door gives a 1 to that flag. That's all I know. The door, the gate, the one you open with the lever, so it's related to that. And coming back to Elia, although I don't have, yeah, I don't have. We're going on individual levels. I don't have save states for US. Before or after the room change? That I have. Right after this is used, it changes to 1. Bit number 5. It's the one that is like a little bit highlighted on DME right here. So it's as soon as you use the metal staff, get out of the boss, it's 1, and then I don't remember if it changes, like changes back or something. Then the other cutscene related ones get set to. This happens to advance there by coincidence? You think so? Oh, I guess you're right. Okay, that is weird then. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, because I thought you said the first time. That's why I kind of got confused. Said by skill start. Yeah, yeah, the first time you reach. Ultimate route the skill advancing inside the lever cutscene. Oh, okay. I kinda, I finally getting more or less where you were trying to tell me all this time. Yeah, I don't know what else could be. Um, like I guess something with the cutscene and the lever thingy. I see. Does he have an examine? No, she's big. It does have an examine. Yeah, because even the camera is the same. I remember if we get a different camera with dead enemies on this room. No, it's the same camera. But yeah, the only weird thing on this room is the cutscene. No idea. Alright, so here's one. Scroll trick. What if you have low sanity the first time? Oh, a noise could be... Um... I mean, before you do that, you have you have script for noises already on Pious, right? And those set flags. But I don't remember any There's no noise if you have high sanity at least. But I don't. Is there like weird noises on Elia apart from the normal background noises? I don't remember. I don't remember particularly in that room because you get the other noises on the back, so I don't recall. Like, I'm thinking stuff like the like the clothing noise on Max near the bone teeth, stuff like that. Or yeah, there's a bunch of those, like the fireplace noise on Alex. Where is this? It's the beginning. Because I think you can reach that. Do you reach that with less than 50? No, you get less than 50 a little bit after, I think. But this one. Oh, come on. I want to solve this part too. Oh, come on. Okay, so yeah, you get low sanity. Yeah, because you can actually get a sanity effect there. Like for example, when you do invisible area, there is a chance to get a sanity effect there if one of the zombies, if an extra zombie. No, I mean it will always happen. I think the camera shake. There's a camera shake there. I had no idea. You sure you didn't got like horror camera shake? No? I had no idea there was a camera shake there. Or maybe I know I'm not conscious. Let's see. So you say it gets set here, and I guess it gets unset after Chaos and Tome, I guess. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it must be that. Never really pay attention to that. I wonder if you can froze it. No, I cannot froze anything. Can't freeze it. Oh, so it just happens that we don't wait enough. Yeah, okay. Lower sanity and more chicks. Interesting. Yeah. That is so weird. Like, it's such a, like, specific thing. I wonder if this happens anywhere else. Well, I guess now you have the script, so maybe you'll notice eventually. That's very interesting. Okay, so on a speedrun it just happens that we never see this because we don't spend enough time down here. And it only happens on the flat part, like you said. Yeah, there you go. And then when we're coming back, we go here and we use this thing fast. And so then there's the cutscene. And then when we're back, it either doesn't trigger or it triggers and we don't notice. Because I guess it already triggered before. What sanity do you have on the second trip? It could be 0 or below 25%. Kinda depends on enemies. How many enemies see you. And also, well, you have full sanity, yeah, so kinda depends on that. Let me check though, but like, no enemy look at me here. That might mean some of them might look at me now. So yeah, that fucker always looks at you. And then there's some that sometimes do. Wouldn't it be whack if you could warp to the final with the camera? That would be the wackiest. Imagine that. I'll take anything on Elia. Elia hasn't seen an optimization in so much. But yeah, that would be cool. I mean, it would be something related to like the cutscene and like using something about the camera check with the cutscene. Hopefully. Can you like hang on? Can you external frame buffer out on that cutscene? You probably, even if you could, you would need a no magic message or something. But this is below 50%, for instance. Here, a lot of enemies look at me. And then there's like a couple more Mantorks here. I know. Come on. It's not long enough. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no way to re-enable triggers. Makes sense. Was that the... Hang on. Yeah, so there's... The new ones are the Ulyat ones. So all of these can damage you, so you can be on 0. I'm usually 0 here, I think. There it did shake a little bit, I think. Or maybe it's... It does shake there, but that could be Mantorok. Let's get rid of the shake entirely. Okay. No, there's still a little bit of shaking. That's just Mantorok, probably. And then what about a Trapper? We don't really have a way to get spells here. Unless you know a way. I'm talking hacking wise, by the way. Because the spell page, I haven't been able to activate that on Elia. Just doesn't like to be activated. Even though she has the book. But maybe this is a fake book. And you need to obtain it. It's weird. So long enough from here. Like this part is too long. Yeah, I guess here. Yeah. Oh, you didn't got down. That works just the same as the talisman. I think it was kind of fast compared to other explosions. Alright, so scroll trick. I think it's a glitch. It sounds like a glitch to me. Like doing this shit. Like you can even do it on that frame where the message isn't even shown yet. You still put it with stars. Just in case. Because it's not one of the broken ones. It's a questionable one. Or not even a questionable one. Kind of a relaxed one even. But it does make a difference among versions. Because it's kind of what makes Japanese faster. A little bit. Not entirely, but...
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavors of...
like US and Japanese text, at least, it's like almost... What is a glitch for you, sir, though? For you, like, cinematic unload is not a glitch. How is that not a glitch? What are your requirements for a glitch? I think we have very different opinions on that.
This devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most.
But yeah, on text, I think both are almost tied. Not quite tied, but almost tied. At least in the... There was one route where both were tied on text, but Japanese was winning on cutscene loading. Are supposed to unload, but not by any means. Like, yeah, the zombies need to unload. They will unload eventually. But you're like reloading the room in a very unintended way. And that same thing unloads other things. For me, it's more about consistency, because you are saying you are okay banning, you know, unloading the barrier, stuff like that. Although, yeah, I get your argument, because that the barrier is not a zombie, of course. And I guess with that same argument, you can take the traps away too. Traps are always gonna be active. Like, I don't think they have a timer, so yeah. No saves. I mean, I'm not doing this for interesting wise, honestly. I'm just doing it because I don't know what to do. I'm curious of a glitchless because of how what glitchless means more than being interesting or not. Yeah, no cinematics and no saves. I mean, it depends what you want to do. Cinematics don't take that much out of the run, or do they? Apart from like Kareem and I'm talking about the boring parts. And I don't think I will do this round, by the way. I just wanted to talk about it. Bruce Keep and Paul Yam. Yeah. Wait. For reverse skip is for the B prom. And then what about Paul GIM? What do you need cinematics for that? What part do you need cinematics? I mean, you need save and load. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's like I mean that's like another discussion whether you want to do like a no major glitches maybe or something like that. That discussion might be even easier than a glitchless discussion. For me at least, no major glitches would probably be like, I guess, GIM, CS, what else? I don't know if like, or maybe more than GIM, maybe ID manipulation, just to discard any kind of GIM. Now the bad part about that is it rules out insta kill, but you still have zombie clip. External frame buffer, I guess, maybe. Like the most broken cheat you're leaving is zombie clip and free cast. I guess restore. Getting restore out too. But then the problem with that is Hando. Hando gets boring without restore. And Hando is usually on the... I don't know, it's still its own thing. It's like Hando no major glitches or Hando major glitches, whatever. Well, Hando... I don't think we have even talked too much about Hando with more stuff like GIM and that. That raises the question of source requirement and those things. But it's weird because it's not the same as other games. It's not the same as OT because you actually get the item. Like if you go to the item is not there. On OT, I think you can, with GIM, yeah, with GIM you can still get the original item for source. It's kind of different. No, I punched the ladder. Then this thing is kind of exploit territory for me. Because you're just abusing how enemies handle HP. I think any kind of HP manipulation with enemies is fine. What's even the way of doing this? I don't remember. What's the strat here? Are you following me? Are you supposed to fight your friend? The other friend. Oh, there you go. This brings me back so much. I don't remember the optimal pause route. No. Okay, explode. I probably was meant to burn this first, I guess. That's bleeding walls. Bleeding walls will be over
You have
after this, or not?
come to return my...
No, not really. Now it's gone. And then this is abusing trapper mechanics. I think it's fine. Here I'm taking the sanity effect.
Really happening?
And then we're fighting here. So about insta, like fast runes here on Uyao zombies. I think, like, regardless of thinking of it as a glitch or not, some people might qualify it as a glitch. But the thing is, independent of that, it's too hard to rule it out, because it can happen by accident pretty much anywhere. So this thing, because that gives the rune on just one frame. Because you can kill this fucker on another way with a different method, no problem, but then you have stuff like Lindsay, for instance, where the only safe way to don't kill it this way is not using the shotgun, like using the sword. And even with that, someone might accidentally, I don't know, like if one of the other zombies hits another zombie, it can trigger this. Maybe cinematic unload is a glitch? Wait, what's going on here? What happened? But yeah, just for the sake of simplicity, I would allow getting those runes that way. Because otherwise it makes Lindsay, like, you have to take too much care on Lindsay to avoid that. Because they unload without exploding. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I guess on the other scenario, yeah, they just disappear, but they are never meant to do anything else apart from disappearing. But yeah, this one unload. Is there any other enemy that does weird things when dying? I guess not. Oh, there's something else, but that's why I'm telling you, like, that is the thing about what you consider like fair use, I guess, because I was talking about this thing that getting rid of things you're not supposed to get rid of, right? And that was my argument with Engasu and like the traps on Lindsay, stuff like that. But it's still the same method, like you still unloading, and that was what I was trying to say, I guess. There is the same argument with trappers. And like cinematic unload gets rid of trapper attacks, of magical attacks of enemies, of it resets the electricity of horrors, it cancels spells of enemies, and your spells too. It's like a big list of things that happen with that. And so yeah, that was kind of my argument against it. I feel like there's too many things to nitpick, just a couple, and I'm attacking the doors. Now this one definitely a glitch. We gotta kill this fucker normally. Because we can't even trigger crashes. What is that? Is that the face? I think it was the face. Yeah, Yeah, still a glitch. So you wouldn't be able to do this, for instance. That's... And then there's this there's so many weird things too. This is a complicated one because you can skip this, but we don't know how it works. So can we penalize it or not? One possibility, which is the awful possibility, is if you get the skip, you need to go back and watch the cutscene to keep it legit, because you can do that. It's kind of ridiculous. I'll be fine if someone gets a skip on a glitchless. I don't really care. Then there's spelling cutscene. I think that is kind of a glitch to me, just for consistency. Because if you don't ban this, then you can do an enchant on the button. And that one's kind of weird. So just for some consistency, I wouldn't allow it. Now here comes the fan. She's wasting chakrams. How much is that? That was 5? There's 5. There's another 5 at the end. This, I think it's 5 too. I get so confused with this camera. There's another 5 here. Yeah, you can kill 4. Then I have 10, 2 for bone thieves, 5 mantrox. No, you start with 5 mantrox, but then there's 2 more, so there's 7 mantrox. And so then there's 1 left for the horror, I think. Oh wait, how about this one? This is a weird one. Didn't even thought about this one. Because The thing about this one, if you don't allow it, definitely a glitch. Okay. So then the way to enforce this is you cannot do an enchant until after this cutscene, something like that. I mean, you still can, but the safe way to do it will be after the cutscene, probably, or right away. I guess. Well, yeah, I guess it'll be better to do it right away, right after finishing the enemies, maybe, or something. Like if you get it by accident, you're fucked. So you need to find a strat to don't get it. Which is pretty easy. You just do it right here. This will never get it. Literally impossible. So that way you only save the time of casting the spell. Which is still a time save. How's my HP? Nah, it's fine. Yeah. So I think I need to land all of them. I cannot fail. Now here's a weird thing though. I am technically doing animation cancels here. which conflicts with my previous what I said previously about animation cancel. Because fast chakram finishes. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's definitely a glitch. Yeah. You can still pause with a slow one, right? Though, just thinking about that. Like, yeah, you can still do it. But yeah, that's a glitch. You would need to finish everything normally. It's still faster than 2-word finish. Absolutely. But then, like, the only way to be consistent banning animation cancel would be you cannot change equipment until everything ends, you know? Like, you would need to change. Jesus, why do you do that? Like here, on the first frame of movement, but that's like so awkward to enforce that. That would mean just allow it. It is kind of an exploit, more than a glitch. Because it's definitely like I don't know if they definitely program to reset your character. Because what else would you do? You would need to program an animation of changing the equipment instead. It's kind of a consequence of how the menu works. And then, like, what does it really do? Pious is the only like big chunk different, I guess, because of animation cancel shotgun. Is there any other big consequence of animation cancel? Yes, I guess some of the horror fights. Yeah, horror combat in general, yeah. Like, it makes it so much more easier. There's no, like... I'm trying to think if there's, like, big consequences. Kind of like the cinematic thing. Like, looking at what are the things that this allows if you go beyond. But I guess not. There's, like, survival in general. Like, if you get caught by enemies, you can animation cancel out of knockback, but... like, whatever. Electric floor? Yeah, that's one. Which I think is fine. Like, it's not that bad. Technically, you still get some no knockback hits. Like, every 3 hits. You're just gonna get an extra one. But yeah, that's the only one. Yeah, I think I'm towards allowing it because it's harder to enforce it. More than anything else. Just like a similar argument to speed storage. Timing text boxes to skip electricity. Some examines are literally inside the electric floor. They expected you to read them. That is true. But no magic messages? I don't know if you're expected to do that. Now I need to land this on the horror. Is that the horror? It is. Nice. So you have just enough for that. It's very important. Punch the artifact. But yeah, the no magic message or text box, I guess. Any of the two on electric fluor, can be open to this for discussion. I would be alright with it, mostly because I don't think it alters that much. Like, shields are still faster most of the time, at least on Glitchless. Because on Roberto, you're doing shields for stamina more than anything else. And on Alex, 7 shields are just very cost efficient in terms of time and amount of shields. And you can skip this. This is another weird one. What do you think about skipping this cutscene? Because there is quote unquote glitchless ways to do it, which is always casting a spell. Like a full spell. If you always cast a full spell, you would skip it, but at that point you're losing time, I think, probably. Because there's a couple, yeah, there's only a couple of chapters where it's actually useful to cast a spell here. But skip it how? Because this also brings the other question. This is the very complicated question, which is explosion. Anywhere at all? Yeah. Explosion is the most complicated cheat for me, because I feel there's no really a way to rule it out, no matter what the arguments are, because of how hard it is to control it. Because thinking from someone that doesn't want to allow explosion, one idea could be something like, okay, you need to waste explosion, so that way you cannot manipulate sanity effects. But then you don't really know when you have explosion. There's no really a way to tell. You can know when you don't have it, with Kareem, for example. I mean, there is a way to know when you have it, but if you don't have it on Kareem, then later there's no way to know. And so on. And it would be really complicated to judge, like, okay, you're not allowed to use it to manipulate sanity effects. Okay, but what about all the runners, like unexperienced runners that need a recovery somewhere and then get it by accident or something? You get a 3-minute without sanity effects. You can say it was an accident. And use it on purpose because there is some spots where it's useful to have 3-minute. So I think it's fine to allow explosion for like sanity effect manipulation, but maybe without no magic message could be. Oh, yeah, okay, so you were thinking the same as me. Yeah. Now, that would need a ruling, though. because you can also get that one by accident, right? Like, let's say someone is running out of health or something, so they do an recovery or something, and they get it with a no magic message on accident. So then the ruling would be something like get another no magic message with another spell to get rid of it. But then how does the timer work with that? Because you already messed the timer with that a little bit. And you can keep messing with that and say it was always an accident. It would be a case by case scenario or something like that. To believe in the good faith of the runner, of not abusing those accidents. I don't remember exactly how the timer behaves. Let me check that. Just really fast. Alright, bleeding walls. No, I don't want that. I want... No, it's too low. Is 40 also too low? No, 40 is fine. So, locked in room. And then explosion sets to that, yeah. And then this one sets to 0. So it's kind of a problem because the accidents are a problem, because if you're manipulating, let's say you're trying to manipulate maybe with the normal sanity manip, your effect will move between 3100 and 3600, right? But if one of those manips you get this, on accident, it could be with a Celosa one too, your timer will reset to 0. And so you're getting some extra time. And then, like, how do you recover from that? Like, you might enforce another no magic message. I don't really have another spell right now apart from enchantment. You see what happens with the timer then. Does it go back to 100, like 3100? I guess it would be Manturk. No, I want Celta. So yeah, it's the normal one. Then this gives 0. And then with another magic message that cancels the full effect, but you're still on 0. So now, like, I'm gonna get an effect on 3600, right? So I'm still getting a big chunk. One possible ruling is saying if you get a no magic message with a recovery, you're done. Like your run is invalid immediately. Even by mistake, you know? Like you have to just look for it and be aware of it. No? Wait, what was the way to deactivate it? I was almost sure it was just another no magic message. It's still active. Are you using a different spell? Yeah. Does it have to be another record? Or it's just canceling a spell? It was a normally casted spell cancel. Oh, okay. I thought it was a no magic message for some reason. Okay, so like this spell. The other one's too expensive. So then it's cancelled and you go back here. Okay. And then from there is normal. So from there it's like doing a normal sanity manip. The one enforcement could be like there's two options or three. One is allowed. The other one is if you get a no magic message with a recovery, you're fucked up. It's over. It's invalid. And the third option is if you get it, you need to stop in place or something and like cancel a spell. But that means you need magic. So you have to circle around a little bit enough to get a spell, canceling, and then you can keep going. Something like that. It's like the weirdest ruling ever. Because then from there, it's kind of the same quote unquote result of just on this same spot doing a normal sanity manip. Now, those things will only be important on, let's see. Like on Lindsay, you're probably maintaining either high sanity or you do like full sneak route. I guess full sneak route, probably. Oh, but you can run out of health that way. On Paul, you have enough magic to do sanity manip normally. Roberto, yeah, Roberto, it's fine. You also, there might be a couple spots where you might run into a no magic message, but it's unlikely because you're not casting like trappers. Peter, maybe. But Peter has high magic. Michael. Michael usually retains high magic for the most part. So yeah, like if you know the route well, and if you're familiar with the game, you shouldn't run into a no magic message by accident, I think. Unless you're doing Sanity Money with Chaturga recovery or something like that. But as long as you do it with Serotai, it shouldn't happen by accident, I think. So it's probably not that terrible to just ruling in terms of that, like be just rough with the enforcement and say, no magic message recovery, you're done. Invalid.
I will not.
Okay. And I think that's it for me. I'm kind of good here. A little bit hungry. One second. But yeah, just a random stream. So I haven't talked about this on the stream, just on like Twitter. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be able to stream because I'm dealing with some motivation and like life stuff right now. And so streams might be very sporadic from now on. I don't know for how much. I guess it depends how much this takes. And yeah, it's just complicated right now. Let's say that. So I'm doing my best. I also been avoiding streams for a little bit, like last week's, because I don't want to, like, you probably can tell that I'm not on the best mood maybe right now. I want to avoid streams with really bad mood because I don't want to start like cheating on people or something. I already have. I think I had some of it, some of that on that stream maybe earlier during the Ragnar Park. I don't know, but yeah, and that's also the reason why I kind of drop out of learning any percent a little bit, because lack of motivation, and it's motivation in general. It's not just motivation towards this particular game or anything. Because I was like fully excited actually. But yeah. So thanks to everyone, of course. I appreciate the views and everything and the support and the subs and all that shit. But I just don't know. Like I don't quite know where I'm going and what I'm doing with my life. So I'm trying to figure that out. and it's hard to keep an interesting online persona for you to enjoy while I try to do that, because there's too much bullshit in my head, you know? It's basically just that, more than anything else. And I definitely don't want this to be like a bad experience for people, you know? I don't want people to come to my channel and not think that I'm a doomer. I mean, I am a doomer, yes. It's kind of part of my brand at this point. But I don't want this to be like depression show, you know? It's also like seasonal, a little bit of seasonal. I have a strong thing with winter. I decided to stream today because it was like the first day of many that wasn't that cold. And that affects me on a bad level, like having too many cold days. It just makes it harder for me. And so yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for all the support. And yeah, I'm still gonna upload stuff from time to time to YouTube. I still have some stuff in the backlog of videos. It's gonna be there, and I'll probably just stream randomly without a lot of planning. But I also don't have that many that many things to stream, honestly. One of the reasons why I streamed just Glitchless today is because I literally had nothing to stream. So I just thought about, oh yeah, I was thinking about Glitchless the other day. Let's just do that. I don't have anything prepared really because I haven't been able to practice or do anything really. Anyway, sorry for going like this. Maybe I can close with a meme, so you go with like with a laugh or something. Let's see. Yes, let's do that to make it funny. All right, you want to see this? Alright, cool. That's me. The seal is me, and the cat, it's my brain. Like, stop talking bullshit. Okay.